Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I am so happy to be back here. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, and hopefully you didn't go too stir crazy being stuck inside from all the snow we got. But I do have a warning. Apparently this weekend, they think we might get more snow. So if you didn't plan well the first time, make sure you go to the store and get all those unhealthy snacks that you want. Because for me, when I'm stuck inside, all I want to do is eat conversational hearts. I mean, it's almost Valentine's Day. Now, even if you didn't watch the Golden Globes, you probably know who the Fiji water girl is by now, right? The photobombing model went viral after popping up in the background of several red carpet photos. But you guys, something sad happened. It's a new twist to the story. It turns out the photographer who captured all those photos was actually hired by Fiji. So it wasn't as cool as I thought. I thought she was kind of like me and just trying to get her face into shots to kind of make herself famous. But no, the photographer was part of the Fiji thing. But they got a lot of shots of celebrities. Really what they wanted to do is have the celebrities drinking the water, but there wasn't any thirsty celebrities. It was a little bit colder than normal. So they changed up the plans and had the Fiji ambassador creep around in the background of the shots. And, you know, it looked like they did a pretty good job with that move because it paid off. Now everybody knows Fiji water was there and the Fiji water girl was there. In fact, a couple stars talked about it and they said that they didn't really like it. They thought that they should have had to sign off on being in those shots. But sorry, that's what happens when you get photobombed. Now, did you hear the Goodyear blimp is going to become the first non-player or coach member of the College Football Hall of Fame? The National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame announced it will induct the blimp as an honorary member to celebrate its undeniable connection to college football. Now, the blimp first appeared at the 1955 Rose Bowl to provide aerial coverage of the game, and over the last 64 years, it's covered 2,000 games. That's a lot of history. And later this year, a new exhibit is set to open at the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta, showcasing the blimp artifacts, video footage, photos, and a whole lot more. You can learn more about this year's Hall of Fame class of the footballfoundation.org. And later on in the show, I have St. Louis Ambush players Robert Acosta and Zach Reget. Now, Robert is the MALS Defensive Player of the Year from last year, and Zach is currently the leading goal scorer of the Ambush this season. I'm sure they're both going to come out here and tell you what a team effort that is and how it's all very, everybody's on team. But those are two big guys, so they're going to tell us everything that's going on with the Ambush and why you should come out and join them for a game. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Did you know St. Louis has the second largest Mardi Gras celebration in the nation? That's right. Mardi Gras Inc. St. Louis is kicking off the festivities later this month, and they even have events that you can bring your whole family to. Although I've seen some families out at the other events. Now, the annual Family Winter Carnival is a great way to get in the Mardi Gras spirit. There will be festive and interactive displays, story time, hands-on projects, and a lot of activities to enjoy. This event takes place on Saturday, January 26th from noon to 4 at the Soulard Market. It's located at 730 Carroll Street in Soulard. For more information, visit stlmardigras.org and be on the lookout for other upcoming Mardi Gras Inc. events. And if you haven't experienced Mardi Gras in St. Louis, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. One of my favorite events is the St. Louis Auto Show, hands down one of my favorite events. At this year's event, you're going to get the chance to preview the Fast and the Furious, get up close and personal with the latest models of cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks from over 25 manufacturers. And guess what? This year, they're even showcasing their newest attraction, motorcycles. Now, whether you're looking for a new car or just want to see the latest, hottest rides on the market, this is the place to be. Not to mention, there are a bunch of kid-friendly activities too. This is the largest auto show event in Missouri, and it's happening January 24th through the 27th at America Center and the Dome, located at 701 Convention Plaza in downtown St. Louis. Visit stlouisautoshow.com for more details and ticket information. And really, you don't want to miss out. They have all those awesome, like, up-and-coming models, those cooler cars, but they also have a little section of those really the best cars, the classic rides. You know, maybe you'll find a Packard. That's my favorite. For all of you book lovers out there, the annual JU's Book Sale returns soon. This popular event is a favorite among book lovers, collectors, and avid readers alike. Thousands of titles will be available, covering all genres, from novels and biographies, cookbooks, and gardening. There will also be a large selection of books for children and youth as well. There's also education materials for parents, educators, and homeschoolers. This is also a great place to find multiple titles for book clubs, audiobooks, and DVDs. The book sale opens on Sunday, January 27th, and will run through Thursday, the 31st, at the Jewish Community Center Arts and Education Building in Creve Coeur. You can find all the details online at jccstl.com. Dinner in a movie, that's so played out, right? How about dinner and a murder? Well, a murder mystery. Spice up your date night with the Dinner Detective Murder Mystery Show, which includes a 4-course meal and an improv comedy show. It's been described as Law and Order meets Saturday Night Live. You'll enjoy lots of laughs and delicious food, all while trying to figure out the hilarious mystery. The interactive murder mystery dinner will be held on Saturday, January 26th from 6 to 9 at the grand reopening of the Hilton St. Louis Frontenac, located at 1335 South Lindbergh Boulevard. You can join the excitement and try a new experience by visiting thedinnerdetective.com for more information. Now, Urban Chestnut's 8th annual festival returns to the Grove Brewery and Beer Hall at the end of the month. Now, this is going to be a good one. Valpertinger, I think I'm saying it right. That is the brewing company's annual festival. It celebrates the spirit and community of craft brewers in and around St. Louis. This year's celebration will feature special releases from Urban Chestnut and the Urban Research Brewery. There will be special guest brewer, Casey Brewing and Blending from Colorado, beer from more than 40 local breweries, food, live music, and a Valpy costume contest. Yeah, I'll get to that. Now, in case you want to get into the costume contest and have no idea what I'm talking about, the Valpertinger, let's hope I'm saying that right, is a German mythical creature with the body of a rabbit, wings, fangs, and antlers. Yeah, all the fun will take place on Sunday, January 27th from 1 to 5 at the Urban Chestnut Grove Brewery and Beer Hall on Manchester Avenue. For more information, check out urbanchestnut.com/Valpinger. Yep, good luck with that. Now, Valentine's Day is just a month away, and it's not too early to start making plans for an unforgettable night with your sweetheart. Tickets are still available for G Squared event, St. Louis Music Festival on Valentine's weekend. This year's lineup features Charlie Wilson, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, and Joe. They'll be taking the stage at the Chaffetz Arena on Friday, February 15th at 7:30. For tickets and more information, go to thechafetzarena.com. Now, young actors who would like to compete in the National Society of Arts and Letters Drama competition just have a few weeks left to register. In order to apply, actors must live or go to college within the NSAL St. Louis chapter region of Missouri, Southern Illinois, Southern Iowa, and Kansas, and be between the ages of 18 and 27. Contestants will have to present 2 audition monologues from memory, including a comedic and serious piece. On March 16th at Webster University, the first place will get $2,000 and a chance to compete in the national competition this summer. The deadline to register is March 1st. Head over to nsalstl.org/competitions for all the details. Now, St. Louis Magazine is gearing up to pay tribute to the region's finest with their annual A-list. But first, they want to hear from you. Right now, you can select your favorite St. Louis people and places in more than 150 categories on the 2019 A-List Reader's Choice ballot. Now, this is new this year. They're going to add this nomination round to let readers decide the finalists. After the nomination round, the top spots in each category will move on to the voting round, where readers can vote from March 18th through April 19th. If you have a St. Louis favorite you think should be on the A-list, head over to stlmag.com by February 1st to nominate them. Construction crews have been hard at work at the St. Louis Aquarium, which is due to open at St. Louis Union Station this fall. But they recently took a little time out to create their own version of the crazy popular Baby Shark dance. The idea came to them after Thanksgiving Day parade, where spectators frequently broke into the Baby Shark dance when the aquarium float passed by. And it's getting a lot of attention. Let's take a look.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark.
Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark.
Grandma shark, do 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 do. Grandma shark, do 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 do. Grandma shark, do 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 do. Grandma shark.
Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark.
All right, anybody who has a little kid, I have a niece, knows that Baby Shark dance. Now you can get updates from the aquarium and watch the entire Baby Shark video on their Facebook page, St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station. Baby Shark, Mama Shark, right? Something like that, right? Now, here are some exciting news. The U.S. Youth Soccer has awarded the 2021 U.S. Youth Soccer Midwest Regional Championship to St. Louis. The championships were held last in Missouri in 2001 in Springfield, and this will be the first time the event will be held in St. Louis. The Missouri Youth Soccer Association and St. Louis Sports Commission will serve as the host organization of the event. More than 220 boys and girls teams in the 13U through 19U age division and 14 state associations are expected to take part in the 6-day event. The games will be played at Creve Coeur Park Soccer Complex and Lou Fuse Athletic Soccer Complex in Maryland Heights, June 25th through the 30th, 2021. You can learn more about the U.S. Youth Soccer. Visit usyouthsoccer.org. And another major sporting event is coming right here to St. Louis next year. That's right. Of course, I'm talking about the 2020 Honda NHL AllStar Weekend. Just 2 years after hosting the 2017 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic, St. Louis has been chosen to host another premier event. Of course, the weekend will include All-Star competition and the All-Star Game, along with several hockey-themed events and activities. Now, the last time St. Louis hosted the All-Star Game was in 1988 at the old barn, the old arena. So that's pretty cool. But you have to think about this. When we had the Winter Classic game, that really showed everybody that St. Louis can step up. You know, a lot of people were giving St. Louis trouble. Is St. Louis a hockey town? Well, you know, what is there, 40,000 plus at Busch Stadium, and almost all of them were wearing a blue note on their shirt. That really showed them that St. Louis is a hockey town. So having the All-Star Game here will be awesome. The 2020 Honda NHL AllStar Weekend will take place next year, January 24th through the 26th. You can learn more and sign up to be notified when tickets are available. Those are going to go fast at stlouisblues.com/allstar. And this year's All-Star Game is taking place in San Jose later this month, and it's probably not a huge surprise that Ryan OReilly is going to be there to represent the St. Louis Blues. Let's face it, he leads the Blues in goals, assists, and points this season. He's arguably one of the only people playing currently, and he is the second time to play in the All-Star Game. His first appearance was in 16 when Nashville hosted. The 2019 All-Star Weekend will start with a skills competition on Friday, January 25th at 8 p.m., followed by a 3-on-3 bragging rights tournament on Saturday, January 26th at 7 p.m. Find out where you can watch at nhl.com/allstar. And it's that magical part of the show where magically guests appear. I love it. From your St. Louis ambush, we have Robert Acosta and Zach Reget right here. Did I do that right?
Reget.
Reget. Stupid. I usually get your name right and his wrong, and now I got it all messed up. Anyway, we're not talking about just two random ambush players. Robert here, you're the MASL Defensive Player of the Year from last year.
Yep.
Okay, so what went into all that?
A lot of preparation, a lot of hard work. Yeah, a good support system around me, great ownership, great coaches, great team behind me, and yeah, a little bit of luck.
Was that a pretty cool honor to get that award?
It was. Very, very blessed. I feel very blessed to have achieved that, and had that opportunity here in St. Louis.
I follow you on Instagram, and I feel like you're always working out. You're always doing something to keep your feet right and keep everything going all season long. Do you ever take a little break?
I try to go hard all the time at some sort of exercise or another. But mostly I just like putting out videos for kids. I got a lot of kids that watch my page at this point, so I like giving them constant things to work on, constant challenges, and something fun to do on the side. I
love it. And Zach, not to slight you here, you're currently the leading point scorer on the St. Louis Ambush for this season. What is that? Is that a little pressure on your shoulders right there?
A little bit of pressure, mainly just a standard now. To try to get some goals for the team. The team's been playing really well, and they have personal success for me, especially with the goals, comes from just the individual play from the other guys, giving me the ball in the right spots, and then just taking advantage of the opportunity. So big success is from just the overall play of the team when we're rolling. So
I love that. Now we talked about this a little bit. Do you, when you come out to the field, do you feel like I have to score a goal because that's what I'm doing now, or no?
No real pressure with that.
No.
It's just when I get a chance, let's try to finish it, but no real extra pressure because of the little success. Just staying consistent and working on the discipline, really.
Now, you were also the MASL Player of the Week last week and a couple weeks before that, so you've got 2 nods so far. Are you telling me there's no pressure with that?
There's a little bit of pressure on myself, but the team doesn't really give any extra pressure on me. We don't really even talk about it. It's just really just kind of get the win, and if you get a personal accolade with it, then congrats. But it's really, let's get some wins, let's make a little playoff run, let's try to change the culture a little bit. So. Well,
let's talk about the St. Louis Ambush, because you've kind of picked up some momentum. You're 2-1 at home right now. So what do you attribute that to?
Just guys really buying into the system and really putting in discipline toward the small details. Those have been 2 buzzwords since training camp started, and guys are really following suit, and it's working out.
Now, you were on the team last year. Do you see a difference from last year's team to this year's team?
Big time.
Big time? What is that difference?
We came in, they brought in the new head coach last season, and he came with a vision to make improvements each season, and it's working out perfectly. Guys are learning the system better. We're creating more of a system based on guys' strengths and weaknesses, and it's just the big full picture is starting to come together.
I like that. So what do we have to look forward to for the remainder of this season with the St. Louis Ambush?
A lot of good matches, a lot of home matches. We got a home stretch coming up, 7 matches at home, which is pretty unheard of in the indoor league. Generally, we're away for a weekend, then here for a weekend. So, a lot of excitement coming up, especially now that we've got momentum and are figuring things out. It's going to be a lot of fun for fans to check out. Yeah, and then that February is when the whole 7 game in a row starts there. We've got back-to-back. We've got Friday and I work there too. I probably should have mentioned that. I don't play. They don't let me play. But we have a Friday and a Saturday, so people can come to those games and kind of, if somebody hasn't been, maybe they like soccer, but they haven't been to a St. Louis Ambush game, why would you tell them to come out?
I'll go. I'll go. It's a lot different from the outdoor game, so a lot of people that aren't too fond of soccer think of it as just like outdoor. It's a little slower paced than indoor, and indoor is a lot more hockey, physical, and people tend to gravitate more towards that. So I'd say you should come to a game, give it a chance. It's a lot more entertaining than you probably think, and we'll put on a pretty good show for you.
Well, it's funny that you say that. The St. Louis Ambush had a day at the Blues game recently, and one of your own players tweeted, "It's like soccer on ice," which is, you're kind of in that smaller environment. And we've got some fun stuff coming up, right, at the St. Louis Ambush. What kind of cool themes are coming up?
Yeah, we've got a Star Wars night coming up, which is generally a fan favorite. I know we got an alumni coming up, and then I know they got a couple other special themed nights, so definitely check out the website. And see
you did mention my favorite one, the mascot games.
The mascot games.
Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, if you haven't been, you have to come to this game. It's, I don't remember when it is. I think it's like the beginning of March. But while these guys are getting ready for the second half of the game, some of your favorite mascots come out. Bushwhacker, Louie, Fredbird, all those guys are there, and they kind of battle it out in the soccer field. You guys probably don't see it because you're inside figuring out what the next step is, but I get to see it, and it's awesome.
Sounds super entertaining. I can only imagine.
It's so great. And that Star Wars night is coming up this Saturday, so people need to come see that. So they should definitely check out the website for that.
Yep.
All right, now, I don't want to veer off track too much, but you're also doing your own fitness. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, something I've fallen in love with over the last couple of years is, as I figure out my own body, is just helping people figure out their bodies. I've got a lot of education as far as physical exercise and nutritional studies, so now I'm just trying to share my knowledge and experience with as many people as possible.
And how can they follow you to find out more about that?
The biggest channel that I have right now is my Instagram, is Acosta Fitness. I also have a website, acostafitness.com, and I'm creating a YouTube channel currently with a lot of content and challenges and footwork stuff for kids.
That's awesome, and he always makes me feel bad because I scroll through and then you'll have like a photo of something I just ate, like a whole bunch of candy, and you're like, don't eat this, and I'm like, I just did though. I just did.
I feel you on that.
I love candy. All right, Zach, for you, you're kind of new to this team. What did you experience when you got involved?
Well, I came last year a little bit, and regarding the game, it was completely different. And I think that helped my success this year is kind of getting that half year of experience underneath my belt with practice and whatnot, and living with some of the older guys, like they just helped even when we weren't practicing, like breaking down film or whatnot, just so I was kind of ahead of the ball for my upcoming season. So a lot of extra help in the
Well, it's paid off, obviously.
It's paid off a little bit.
It's paid off, obviously. I want you to tell everybody why they should come check you guys out.
You're gonna love it. You're absolutely gonna love it. So, like the greatest thing about it, especially with the ownership group here, it's a very unique ownership group, and they're all about creating a true family event, family environment. So you got music blaring, you got lights flashing, you got things going on for the kids. We got our new brigade dance team, so there's cheerleaders out there. It's just a full-fledged good time, and we've got a very quality product on the field this year.
See, I could not have said it better myself. Definitely check them out at St. Louis Ambush, stlambush.com. You can find out when all the dates are, when all those cool themes are that we talked about. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, you can always check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line here at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the day. But keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.